see. I wonder if we're live. Are we live? Let me know if we are. Please let me know if we are. We are! Thank you, Kanfei, for confirming, and welcome to Tachikawa, where I ended my walk on Wednesday last week, was it? I was planning to continue last Friday, but the weather was pretty bad, so I didn't. It's still not great. Oh look, that's the Tachikawa monorail. I like the train. The weather is so-so today. It's kind of gray skies, 21 degrees. Quite comfortable walking weather, but maybe not the most weather that shows the western suburbs of Tokyo in its most beautiful character, but we can't control that. So yeah, let's continue this adventure along the Chuo line. So Tachikawa is quite far out. In case you're wondering, in case you're new to this series, so I'm walking the Chuo line from Tokyo Station in central Tokyo out to Takao, which is a mountain far out west, still in Tokyo, but yeah. The entire stretch is 53 kilometers, and I've currently walked 37 of those. So we're getting there, I think there will be 2 more episodes, this one and one more, before we reach the end, before we reach the goal. So when we're this far out, it's the gap between the stations gets kind of longer and longer. So now it's from here it's about 3.3 kilometers to next stop, which is the place called Hino, and from there's another 2.3 kilometers to a place called Toyoda, and from there is a massive 4.3 kilometers if I want to go one more stop, which would take me to Hachioji. So I'm not sure, I'm a little bit uncertain if today's walk will take us to Toyoda or Hachioji. It depends. It depends on me, and it depends on you, my dear viewers. You're responsible for keeping me in a good mood and keeping me motivated. So I hope we can work together, and maybe, so if we do walk all the way to Hachioji, that would be about 10 kilometers. So we'll see. And speaking of distances, I should start my tracking on my Apple Watch. Yeah, it's quite cloudy today, so maybe not the most inspiring weather. And actually we can barely see the mountains. So here's the Chuo line train tracks actually. We can barely see the mountains out there. They're usually pretty clear because we're not too far away from them, but yeah, it's a bit gloomy today with limited visibility. So I need to head down here. Oh, helicopter. I need to head down here somewhere and then turn right, so that I'll be following the train tracks. Ah, but wait, I remember this area is a little bit tricky actually, because we have a river. We're crossing Tama River again pretty soon, and there's not too many bridges, and I think the bridge that's used by the trains to cross the river is only for trains, so not for pedestrians. Somewhere else. At least last time I did this Tachikawa walk, I remember I kind of followed the Tama monorail for a little bit around here. This is what Tachikawa looks like. It's a pretty big residential area in western Tokyo. Seems like a pretty good place to live, if you ask me. Hello Olive, hello Lucy, hello everybody else. It warms my heart to see that already 80 people have join this stream. Thank you very much. I hope you will stay with me to the bitter end. Hopefully the end won't be that bitter. Stay with me until the happy end. Oh, but that sounds kind of wrong. Well, you get what I mean. Map here to make sure that we take the best route possible. That's right, so I don't know if you can see, but we are here. Here's Tachikawa. So the train line goes like this, but I'm pretty sure that this bridge is not for pedestrians, so we have to cross here instead, which means that we just basically follow Tama monorail for a little while. I should walk the Tama monorail at some point as well. It's such a cool train line. Japan built a lot of these monorails during the bubble era when they had a little bit too much money on their hand. From what I heard, they're very expensive both to build and maintain, and not terribly efficient in that sense, but at least they look cool. David, good morning. Thanks for joining. Terribly useful one, but at least we can see that we're here, and we will continue following the train tracks, the monorail tracks, until the next station, maybe a little bit further than that even. There's something that makes kind of this annoying sound coming into the back or something. I don't know if you can hear it. Hope not. Ah, it's the zipper. That's easy to fix. Come on, right? Wonderful, we just passed 100 viewers. Thank you. 8 minutes into the stream. Thank you. Lovely to see so many familiar names in the chat. Lovely to know that my followers are so loyal and, I assume, eager to join me. Yeah, it's actually... Is Luke here? Not the line train stations anyway. Hamamatsu Chuo. And where else? Ah, Yurika Mome. The one that goes to Odaiba from Shimbashi. I think that's probably all the monorails there are in Tokyo. Or in the Tokyo region, I should say. Well, maybe there's a silly one at Disneyland as well. There used to be one at Ueno Zoo, but I heard that one was kind of, yeah, they stopped operating it a year or two ago. Perhaps it's a sign of things to come, who knows? Who knows? Good to see you in the chat. Not so good to hear that you're having signal issues. I hope it's just you. I hope the stream is working smoothly for everybody else. Everything looks nice here at my end. That's right, the one in Wuppertal in Germany, right? That one is quite famous. Haven't seen it with my own eyes, but that's like a pretty old one, isn't it? Brandon, you think the elevated train track is too high? Yeah, I would probably not feel too comfortable up there if there's a big earthquake, but I have to assume that it's built according to the strict earthquake standards here in Japan. Morning, Bolt. Street is actually called Tama Monorail Dori, Tama Monorail Street. Oh, there's one. Another one. I don't know how they decide on the height of the monorail, to be honest. Like there are a few of you experiencing technical wonkiness. Yeah, one idea if you are having problems is to restart the video. That can sometimes solve things. Classical switching it off and on again trick that works with most tech related problems. This is a new route. No, I walked here on my last Chuo line walk as well, but only on the Chuo line walks. Otherwise, I don't really come to this part of Tokyo. Just getting to Tachikawa from where I live takes me about an hour, so it's a lot of precious potential work time going to waste to get this far away from my part of the city. I'm bringing my laptop, my big laptop today. I was hoping to be able to work a little bit on the train because I have a photo session to edit. But the train was so crowded, so I couldn't get any work done. Hopefully on my way back home. Oh, Ray is here. Nice. Welcome. Here's the next stop on the monorail, but this is not a Tama monorail walk. This is supposed to be a Chuo line walk, although I am feeling a bit uneasy now because we can't even see the Chuo line from here. It's running quite the distance that way. The views from that train must be spectacular. I actually think there is a Tama monorail video on my channel. I think it's very old, but I think I have recorded the entire route, like the view from the window. If you search, you might find it. If not, I'm pretty sure someone else has done that. Yes, helicopter. Good find, Ray. Good find. Sorry to hear about your headache. For a moment I was actually considering biking all the way out to Tachikawa, but it's 20 kilometers from where I live. The reason for doing it is because it would basically just be along the Tama River the entire way, which is something I really enjoy doing, biking along the river, and you can keep a pretty high speed and there aren't too many obstructions. So I'm sure it would be a pretty nice bike ride, but maybe if I do that I should first invest in an action camera and a bike mount so that I can actually record that bike ride and post on the channel as well. We are quite far from Tokyo City. Yeah, that's what the Chuo line does. It takes you pretty far out. If you are curious, just open Google Maps and search for Tachikawa, which is in the video name if you're wondering about the spelling, and you can see how far out we are, how far away from central Tokyo. But this is still technically Tokyo. Tokyo extends very, very far to the west. Oh, Edwin, you remember that video? Thank you. That's the video that led you to me. Wow, interesting to hear. Person with a weird name, TN001. So when did you first visit Japan? I first came to Japan in 2008. In January 2008. I came here for a 3-month stay. Had a flexible job that I could do from anywhere. Came here for 3 months and I felt that Japan was a great place, or Tokyo was an amazing place. I really enjoyed it and didn't want to leave. And yeah, 17 years later I'm still here, even though there's been a few interruptions, as most of you probably know, including last year when I moved to Sweden with my family for a test run of the Scandinavian life. How did this new leaderboard badge work? I don't know. I can't see that here on my stream. It's probably something Google invented. I'll look into it. Maybe I can see it on my second phone. Let me check. Another helicopter. Lots of helicopters today. Oh, now I see it. Thank you so much, Garfield, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Have a coffee. Thank you. Let's see if we find a nice coffee shop. I think this stretch that we will walk today is relatively quiet. It's mostly kind of low-key residential areas. Not a ton of coffee shops, but we shall see. We shall see. So I guess it's the people who are the most active in the chat. And also let me mention that, yeah, it is the support from you, my dear viewers, that keeps this channel going. Without any financial support, it would be difficult to set aside all this time that it takes to do these walks. And I am actually sadly feeling that so far this Chuo line series hasn't been worth it, and I'm kind of questioning if I can keep doing it, because yeah, the YouTube income has dropped quite significantly and it's so low now that it's pretty difficult for me to justify doing this. Of course, I'm not doing it for the money, but it will be a little bit difficult to convince my wife that I should spend entire days walking in the outskirts of Tokyo when I could be working and contribute more significantly to the household economy. Yeah, there's some airbase. Yokota? Says Lucy. And near Tachikawa station. That probably explains all the helicopters. So now we're crossing Tama River again. It's oh wait. Maybe it's the first time we crossed Tama River. Or on the Chuo line. I'm a little bit confused because in order for me to get to the Chuo line I'm crossing the Tama River several times. There we have the Chuo line. See, we're pretty far away, but that bridge is not for pedestrians, so we have to cross here instead. Cloudy, but it's actually a bit humid. I need to take off my... thank you, Colin. Thank you. Yeah, that helps a lot. That helps a lot. Appreciate it. I wonder what happened here. Police just stopped and there. I wonder if something happened there on the bridge. Oasis is a few green areas in Tokyo. There's plenty of green areas in Tokyo, I think, especially once you leave the central part of the city. But yeah, I agree. Tama River is very nice. I mean, I live next to it, and I really enjoy doing that. Let me just put down my gimbal for a second. I need to take off my long sleeve. And also I should take out my camera. I forgot to do so. Just give me a moment. It's quite humid. So walking warms me up. There we go. Hello. Thank you, Michael. Michael, that's great. Rendezvous incoming. There's one train from this side and there's also one on the other side. And these looks like relatively newly built apartments. I don't even remember if they were here last time I did the Chuo line walking past here. to the right. So the monorail actually goes more like up towards the hills, and I think the last stop this way is Tama Zoo, which is a pretty nice zoo here in the Tama region of Tokyo. I've been there a couple of times with my daughter. Cold, yeah, I wouldn't say cold. Everything is relative, of course, but it's currently 20 degrees. But now we're entering Hino City. So, you know, in central Tokyo there's all the wards, like Shibuya-ku, Shinjuku-ku, Minato-ku. But once we get to the outskirts of Tokyo, the city is more divided into what's translated to cities. Hino City, Tachikawa, I believe, is also a city. It's called Shi in Japanese. Hino-shi, Tachikawa-shi, Musashi-no-shi. Yeah, Tokyo is divided in so many smaller parts. It's quite fascinating. And there we have a classic Danchi style water tower, but I don't see any Danchi. It could be that maybe if there was a Danchi, it has been maybe torn down. Who knows? Yeah, it's a nice pale pink colored bridge here. Bridge had to be red at one point, but it's just been turned pink due to weather, right? It looks like that might be the case, yeah. Chuo line. Thank you, Mr. Miyazaki. I would love to hear that song. Is it available on Spotify? Oh, another helicopter. Helicopter inbound. Yeah, you finished your week on Sunday night. Well, I guess that's when the week ends. Yeah, let's see that you could make it. Let's see that you're here with us today. Basically, if I would have chosen to bike to Tachikawa, it would have been pretty much 20 kilometers of this on the bike ride. Some parts gets a little bit wider, some parts narrows a little bit, but yeah, you get the idea. I think the next station is basically just around the corner after the bridge over there, if I remember correctly. I think I actually ended and started a walk there last time. Yeah, not exactly just around the corner, but it's not terribly far away. What do you say? Should I continue walking along the river here, or should I head down a block or two and show you more of the residential areas here in Hino? Vote in the chat. River or what should we say? River or city? River or streets? Whatever. River or not river. The first option that gets 3 votes will be the one I go for. Here we have another monorail passing by. See, that one is even zoo themed. River, residential area, city, no river. No river one. No river one. So I think I can make a left turn a little bit further down here and we can check out Hino, because I'm kind of curious too. I don't think I've ever been to Hino before, except the station area. Mr. Miyazaki, sorry to let you down. I know you are a river type of person. Half river and half residential. I think we walked, yeah, it's pretty much half. We did half of the distance along the river now, and then the other half we go down and check out the city. I hear this kind of annoying little clicking sound. Do you guys hear it too? I was trying to figure out what it is. Actually, it seems like it might be coming from the gimbal itself. Hope it's not something that you guys can hear. I find it quite annoying. I thought that was your flip-flops. No, it's not. It's... Is it the gimbal? Yeah, it's the gimbal. Huh, that's super annoying. Should not be making any sounds. Look at this little piece of farming equipment. Yeah, when I shake the gimbal up and down, that's when it makes a sound. Need to look into that. Could you be fidgeting with a pen? No, I'm not. I don't think it comes from my body. What a lush school entrance. Is it legal to fly drones in Tamagawa? I do not know. I wonder if we can just, this looks like a nice park. I wonder if we can just not really, I don't want to venture to the park kind of stretches that way, which is the complete opposite way of where we're going, so maybe not. Nice big house, old but big. Your stomach has a deeper growl. We've heard it a few times on stream. I'm sure you have, Justin. Well manicured area, yeah. All Tokyo area basically is forbidden to fly drone. Yeah, I mean, I know that once you get quite far away from city center, it is okay, can be, but I would imagine that this probably not, and especially considering we're near this air base, that's probably also a factor that might affect things. Hopefully you're getting lost. Not sure. I don't think I'm lost. I'm pretty sure the station, Hino station, should be down this way. So I would be lying if I said that I'm lost. I guess the clicking sound can only be heard if it's really quiet. Things like cars and stuff should run it out. It's a new gimbal. I just got it, what, 2 months, 1 month ago? Like I get arrested for flying a DJI Mini. Yeah, maybe. There was some incident like that. Yeah, I remember. There's also been some non-Japanese influencer kind of person who has flown a drone like around Tokyo Tower and Tokyo Skytree and causing a bit of a debate online about ill-behaving foreigners, of course. Train tracks are just a few more blocks down this way. Then we are next to Hino station, and after Hino the next stop will be Toyoda. So the walk from Tachikawa to Hino was 3.3 kilometers, or at least that's how long the stretch train line goes. And then Toyoda is 2.3 kilometers away. More helicopter. Looks like that helicopter is chasing a bird. The sky is clearing up a little bit. Can you see? Getting a bit bluer. That's nice. Very soon. Very soon. "45 minutes into the stream and we finally hit 150 viewers. Thank you. Thanks everybody for joining me on this, what is it, fifth or sixth episode of my Chuo line Megawalk. I think it's the sixth, but I also realized maybe I forgot to change the name of the yeah, last one was fifth, so this is the sixth. Did I name it correctly though? Yeah, I did. Okay, good on me. Little street crossing here with the trees. There we go. And that old lady was thinking, what's this guy doing? Why is he taking a picture of this? Says there's a few famous companies around here, such as Motors, Konica Minolta. Oh really? Oh, that's right. I think a little bit later, I think we passed some big Konica Minolta factory, or if it's like company housing or something. I have a vague memory of this. Actually, yeah, and I also remember that this area is really enjoyable to walk. Not specifically here, but this little stretch from basically between Hino and Achioji. It's quite nice. There's a lot of variety. It's a bit hilly at some points, and you get some kind of nice vistas when you come out like over the ridge. There you can see the platform, that's Hino Station. Here we have a very sad park. However, since it's not a playground, it's kind of not so bad, but just gravel and one like exercise thingy. That's pretty sad. Parking out here, 200 yen for 40 minutes in the daytime, over 24 hours for 1,000 yen. Clicking sound comes from though. Super annoying. Do you need a coffee break now? A coffee break would be nice. A cold iced coffee would be nice, yeah. Not too bad for parking, but remember we're really far out. The water here looks very nice and clean. I think actually last time I remember buying a coffee somewhere, I think here, somewhere around the station. I'm not gonna do that today. I think what I'll do is I'll grab a combini coffee and then maybe sit down and drink it in a park somewhere. Anyway, here's Hino Station. Kind of cute little local one. Let me check the map. If I remember correctly, it's a bit of an uphill walk after this. I wonder if there's any park nearby. Nice. I like the painting on this wall. So let me check the map. I think around here there might be a few convenies, maybe even proper coffee shops. Welcome to Edogawa-ku. We're pretty far from Edogawa-ku right now. Edogawa is in the eastern part of Tokyo. Now we are very far in the west. And we did just pass the 7-Eleven. I think there will be more convenience coming up. Let me also search for coffee shops in the area and we see what let me research my surroundings here. There is a nice looking Kisaten just up this hill. Let's see if they might have takeout. Otherwise there's also a park coming up a little bit later, so I might just go for a vending machine coffee in the park. We'll see. Bit of hilly area coming up. Garfield doesn't like the bikers in Japan. Why is that? I mean, I don't either. I don't like bikers anywhere, but especially not in Japan because a lot of them tend to be extremely loud and annoying. Mike, thank you for joining the membership. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you, my walking buddy. There's a train anyway. sure that this is the right track. Yeah, it is. It is. Ah, here, coffee and homemade cake, but it doesn't look very open. It doesn't look very inviting. Approaching the 1 hour mark of today's walk. So far I've only walked 3.8 kilometers. Pretty low average speed today. Oh, Becken, thank you for joining the channel as well. Thank you. Yeah, joining as a member is of course a very nice way to show your support, and that also helps by contributing a little bit financially to me, which is super highly appreciated. I think up here, up this hill, there's a nice little park. I might just do a little vending machine coffee break there. Yeah, thank you, Becken. Thank you, joining, and thank you, Edwin, for the super chat. Thank you. Hey, you guys are quite generous. I appreciate it. If every walk was like this, then it's fine. Like, I don't need to make a ton of money from these walks, but like the last couple of Chuo line walks have been like I probably spent more on travel costs than what I got in return from making the streams, which is not really sustainable. Can walk to Shinozaki station and go to Motoyawata. Why are we talking about the far eastern edge of Tokyo all of a sudden? We're in the west, we're in the Wild West. Eastern Tokyo is a completely different beast, but one that I would love to experience and explore a little bit more at some point, but not today, not now. A little bit further, and we should have a little park. There's actually a nice looking little cafe in that park. Wonder if we can, but it's another 25 minutes. Hey Yari, morning. I'm late, busy morning, and I'm having coffee right now, so I can't participate in the chat. It's okay. We're here. Have your coffee. We are eagerly awaiting your typos. They don't have to come now. As long as we know that they will eventually, sooner or later, make an appearance in the chat, and I think I speak for everyone that we're happy that you're here. sounds like we have a train incoming. You still have your postcard laminated. That's nice. It's good to hear. Thank you. Yeah. I wonder if I should restart the postcard thing. That could be nice. Could be a fun thing to do. This green little character here. It's interesting. His job is probably to hold some sort of bar. The license plate, but maybe. I'm sure there are license plates with that number. Women's University. As a Swede, I find the idea of gender segregated schools kind of strange. What's the air quality in Tokyo these days? Good question. It's been a while since I checked. Let's see what it is like right now. My app says that it's moderate. 55. Yeah, there's quite a lot of PM 2.5 these days. Blowing in from the west, from like China, Korea, from that direction. I'm not saying those countries are like causing it, but let's actually have this weather map app, which is quite interesting, where you can actually see this kind of pollution forecast. Let me see if I can bring that up. There we go. This is the PM 2.5 forecast, and we can kind of scroll forward 2 days. So right now it's pretty bad, or it looks like usually it's like transparent over Japan quite often, but not right now. Face reveal, was it? Reflection reveal maybe. Yeah. I revealed a lot in my last walk. I did a full body reveal. Now Oh, back in the clay. Thanks for joining. I just started an hour ago, or just started. I started an hour ago. So, and I think actually I'm gonna wrap up once we get to the next station. You know, I kind of wanna figure out what was the cause of this annoying clicking sound, and also kind of want to continue when the weather is a little bit better, when everything looks a little bit more beautiful. So here's the little park where I was thinking maybe I can have a coffee break here. However, there's no vending machine to be seen, which is very unusual. You almost always have a vending machine near a park. If I just continue a little bit further, there's another park, which I believe is kind of more like a forest place. Quite nice, if I remember correctly. This park was, yeah, kind of sad. Not terribly interesting. Maybe the clicking is the stabilizing gears. Maybe, but so far all my gimbals have been very quiet. Like I said, this is a new one, so I don't think it should be worn out after just a month or two. We'll see. So that's next park is just over there. That's an interesting color, green and yellow. Okay, here's a vending machine. Does this one? No, it does not take Suica. Zannen. I have some coins, but then I need to really dig into my backpack. Let's hope that the next vending machine we encounter has can accept Suica. I miss beer o'clock. No, you did not, because it's still before my lunchtime, meaning that no beer today. I love Tokyo suburbs. I always imagine what happens if I live in those nice houses. Yeah, kind of same with me. Like, here, but this one too looks like it's. Maybe it's a suburban thing. A lot of traffic. I wonder if this is Chuo, which is one of the big roads that goes all the way to central Tokyo into Shinjuku. Yeah, I think it is. This is Chuo. Night walk, yeah, it's been a while. To be honest, I was this close to do a night walk yesterday, but I got a new camera a few days ago, a stills camera, and some new lenses, the Nikon ZF, for those of you who are curious. And actually last night I was so excited to just get a bit more familiar with my new tools, so I did that instead of streaming. Sorry. And I also figured I would stream today. But yeah, I hope I can do a night walk sooner rather than later. Route 20. Is that different from Koshu-Kaido? Maybe it is. Possible we'll have auroras unusually far south tonight. That's right, yeah. My wife actually just sent me a message. My wife is a big aurora lover, and she sent me some link to some news article saying that there's a lot of activity right now. Huge solar flare hitting Earth. Nice. Nice. I wish I was in northern Norway right now then. Here we have two vending machines. Do they take Suica? Looks like they do not. Damn it. Up with Hino and vending machines unwilling to take Suica. Ma, should I just dig out some coins then? I think I have some in my backpack. The park entrance is just down here. Let's see, I found something that feels like coins. Find something. Let's hope they're 100 yen coins, not 10 yen coins. Please let them be 100 yen coins. Yes, two of them were. Wonderful. Let's get a drink then. That's funny. This vending machine has chips. Let's try this. Coffee Lab latte. Let's go for that one. I don't think I've had this one before, but I'm pretty sure it tastes just like any other canned or bottled vending machine milk coffee, meaning mostly sugar. 160 yen it was. Maybe there were some 120 yen drinks as well, but this was not one of them. No chips to go with the coffee, no. I'm still trying to lose a bit of weight. Bottle, not can. Cans are annoying because you can't close them. On the walks it's better with a bottle. I've ever seen potato chips in a vending machine before. I think that one was kind of like some company vending machine. enter this park. I'm pretty sure I walked through here on my last Chuo line walk. But this looks very like there's no pathway or anything. Coffee flavored chips. Sounds disgusting, but maybe. I mean, they have popcorn with lots of different flavors. Maybe not coffee, but so not entirely. If you can flavor popcorn, I guess you can flavor potato chips with like those kind of flavors. Maybe it works. Oh, here we go. Here's an entrance to the park. Lovely. Yes, I remember this too, that there was a newly built mansion next to this park. Let me take a look at the map. So, basically, let's walk in here and see if we can find a bench or somewhere to sit down. I guess I could sit down on this, but it looks a little bit stains. Maybe over here. Yeah, I mean there's sour cream flavor. There's lots of flavors on chips, but not sweet flavors as far as I know. I don't think I've ever seen that. Can we sit here and have a little coffee break? Looks like we should be able to do that. Let's do it. Let's coffee break. And let's see how many viewers we lose if I sit down for 5 minutes, catching my breath. So that's my backpack. I'm carrying my big MacBook Pro today, which was kind of a stupid idea. Anyway, let's coffee. Let's see if I can get this thing open. I could. I was able to do it. Come by. Yep. This coffee lab tasted just like any other sweet vending machine coffee. Battery's down to 50% now, but we're far more than 50% through today's walk, so that's okay. That's okay. Under 80% battery life. Yeah, we probably reached that after 20 minutes of walking. Now we're at 50. Yeah, it's a nice little forest park, and like if we go down there, there's actually a very nice looking little coffee shop, but that's not really the direction I should be going, and I think I should just stick to the original plan. Oh. I got something on me. No, it's not there anymore. nice little forest park. Nothing too spectacular, but I'm sure my daughter could enjoy herself here for hours. I have to tell you about a little milestone in my daughter's life. So we've actually been having a bit of a hard time to make her stop using the pacifier. She's been using it for a very long time. She's turning 5 this summer. And we've been trying somewhat, not too actively, but for the last year or so we've been like feeling that it's really time for her to stop. She only has it when she sleeps, but still. But yeah, the last couple of weeks we gotten a little bit more pushy, or like talking about it, reminding her about it, because I'm like, I know that there are a lot of kind of tricks you can do to, like, you can dip it into something that tastes bad or make holes in it and whatnot, but I don't know. I felt like ideally I want her to make the decision to quit. She's big enough for that now, and I think it's more sustainable, and also that she can feel that she has achieved something. So I've been telling her that if you quit, I will buy you a new camera. So because she has a camera that she got from one of my viewers, actually. I don't think you're here now, but from Shuba Tirumale, which is a very nice American-based photographer who came here a couple of years ago and booked a photo session with me, and she had some gifts, including a camera for Mini Explorer, which she has been using a lot, and she's been super happy with that. It's been a great toy. But yeah, I felt that okay, maybe it's time to upgrade, to get something better. And yeah, 2 days ago she quit on her own. It's like, no, I'm not gonna have it tonight. So I'm very impressed. So yesterday we went to Shibuya and bought her a new little camera. Another toy camera, but a slightly better one than her previous one. So that was very, yeah, a big milestone. And last night too, she was fine without it. So that's some progress and a nice little episode from my life, I guess. Even though I do feel bad, I know like a lot of people, a lot of kids quit way earlier than when they're close to 5, but I don't know. It's been something that has meant a lot to her, and yeah, we haven't bothered too much about it. But now she's a big girl. Anyway, let's continue the walk to next stop, Toyoda. So yeah, she wanted a new camera. She got this little Sanrio themed camera, which is actually, in terms of image quality, quite a big, it's a step up from her old one. So it's a little bit more expensive than I had thought because of the original Sanrio collaboration licensing fees, but it's okay, she deserved that. So yesterday, yeah, we went to Shibuya together, just her and I. Had a great time. She hasn't been to Shibuya much at all. Like, I don't know if she had ever, I think it was the first time for her to see Shibuya Crossing. We went to Big Camera in Shibuya and they had it in stock, so that was good. And then also on our, after that we went to a coffee shop and did the unboxing and, you know, set up the camera so she could use it. And then I wanted to go for a little photo walk with her, maybe to Yoyogi Park or something. But on the way, as soon as we got out of the coffee shop, there was a game center and she really wanted to go. We don't go to game centers very often, But I thought like, okay, but today is her day. She did this great achievement. She got the camera, but let's, you know, make this, let her decide. So we went to a game center and she actually played Mario Kart arcade version. And on the first race, she became number 1. I was so impressed. Like, she could barely reach the accelerator, but yeah, she played it all by herself and she won her first race. She has played it on Switch at a friend's house, like, but not many times, like 2 or 3 times. Last time was like probably 5 months ago. That was back in Sweden. So I was really surprised that she could do that. But yeah, I really want to go on photo walks with her. Hopefully we can do that again soon. Someone asked how many viewers we lost during the coffee break. Actually, we didn't lose any. That was impressive. I feel that maybe now that I have fewer viewers in general, the ones I have are more loyal and reliable. I don't feel that my coffee breaks makes me drop as many viewers anymore compared to what it used to before. That's nice. What's this place called? Proud city, Toyoda. What does it say? Toyoda Tamura no Mori. Proud is one of those brands of mansion here in Japan. One of the more expensive and fancy ones. This looks like a pretty nice place. I think they should have a decent view. The trees here, and then I think they have quite a panorama, like a vista with the hills in the far distance. Oh, and they even have a little daycare center with a big playground thing. Nice. So let me check. Where do I go from here? I can walk down here. We're actually getting very close to the next station, Toyoda. Oh, thank you, Book. Snacks for tea today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Today you covered my expenses with your super chats, so that's great. That's basically all I am asking for. As long as I'm not losing money from making these walks, I'm pretty much okay. At least for today you paid both my travel fees and my lunch, so it's okay. It's good. And my coffee. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is it here that I can go kind of inside and there's a little pond and stuff? I have a memory. I remember I found a nice little spot around here on my last Chuo line walk. Well, maybe not here though. No, my memory is maybe letting me down. I don't know. Anyway, there's the train tracks, which means that we should be relatively close to the station, where I will wrap up today's walk. I mean, I'm kind of on the fence to continuing. Now it's clearing up as well, sun is coming out. It would be nice to walk all the way to Hachioji. But the thing is that it's pretty far. It's probably another hour at least. I'm not sure if my battery will last that long. No, I think I'll wrap things up here at Toyoda. Money tree. Yeah, that sounds like a good thing to have in my backyard. Can you send me some seeds, Brandon? I can see myself living in this area as a backyard. Yeah. Definitely, like, I could live in an area like this when I retire. Even now, yeah. I mean, consider I just have to go to Tokyo once or twice a week. It's not too bad. But then again, I kind of like my current area. But probably living costs would be a little bit lower here. I think rent and stuff should be cheaper. Okay, this way. The station should be just behind you. It is quite windy, yeah. I'm sure you can hear that, right? I'm still kind of confused why my mic is not blocking out the wind noise better. A little creek in my backyard, that sounds nice. It does indeed sound very nice. There's a curry restaurant. Maybe I should have lunch there. Oh, it even smells curry all the way to here. Nice. I think the station is just down here. Community leaderboard. Yeah, that's a new YouTube feature. How about someone drops like $100 super chat and we see if that person immediately bumps to #1 in the leaderboard? Can't we try that? I think we should try that. Hey Thomas, thank you. Oh, look at this. A freight train. We don't see those very often. That's exotic. Traveling in Japan is having a pocket of change. Yeah, I would say that has changed significantly since the pandemic. These days I hardly use cash at all, but before, absolutely, you always needed to have a bit of cash on hand. These days you can pay basically for all the purchases I do in stores. I always use PayPay, which is this widely accepted payment app here in Japan. Pretty convenient, QR code or barcode based. But of course you can also use like Google Pay, Apple Pay, what do you call it? It's like contactless credit cards are accepted in most shops these days. Oh wow, Brad! I didn't expect that. But thank you so much. Wow, that's super nice of you. Thank you for supporting always. Wow. Please come to Japan and I'll give you, I don't know, but you deserve something in return. Maybe a photo shoot or something. So is Brad now #1? Did that make Brad #1 in the chat? Let me know. Ah, going straight to the top. But you didn't. That's sad. Olive is still number 1, Brandon number 2, and Ray number 3. So you can't buy yourself status like that. Now we know. Now we know, Brad. Let me know if you want the refund. It's totally fine to you. Help you get through the pandemic. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, here we are, Toyoda Station. Toyoda Station. So I walked 6.2 kilometers today in 1.5 hours. Check. Let me check just how much we have left after this. So this is 43 kilometers and the entire line is 53, meaning that we need to cover another 10 kilometers on our next walk. I think we can do that. I'll just have to prepare mentally for it. We should be fine. But yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, and especially big thanks for Brad Ward and his generous support. We'll see when the next stream happens. I'm aiming for Wednesday, but let me check the forecast. Yeah, oh, it looks like it might get a bit hot. 28 degrees on Wednesday, but it looks like it might be decent weather. So yeah, I'm aiming for Wednesday, but you never know. But that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again in the next one. Bye bye, hej då, auf Wiedersehen und mata ne. Tschüss.